This is ratio and proportion. So we are going to understand this thing better by solving some of the pure exams question. Now, before we dive into the questions, suppose this is a pizza, right? So this is a pizza. Let's say this pizza is being divided into, let's say, that should be say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to determine the ratio of sharing this pizza. So you have a number of girls here, we have the number of boys here. Of course, we know that ladies like enjoy pizzas compared to uh, boys. Is that okay? So assuming the ladies are taking 4 out of the 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. These first 4 portions belongs to the ladies, and then the boys are taking just these two. If you want to write this thing in ratio form, we will say that this is what 4 is to what is to 2. Is that okay? So 4 is to 2. Arrangement matters very very well here, right? So meaning that this is for the girls, and then this will be for the boys, and then the total ratio here will be equal to 6. So how do you get a 6? That should be 4 plus or plus 2. That is equal to 6. So this is just a simple scenario concerning what a ratio. Now let's dive into the first question and see how we can solve this problem. According to the question, we are told that 55% of the pupils in a class are what? Are girls, right? So 55% are girls. So here we are having what? 55%. Is that okay? So 55%. For sure, this is what 55 over 100. So what will be the number of boys in that class? We know that in a class it consists of what? Boys and what? And the girls, right? So if the girls are 55, what will be the boy? The boys will be of 45%, right? This is just a straightforward. That is what 100 minus what minus 55. That is equal to 45. Is that okay? Now this is very very simple. And then the question they are asking us to find what is the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys, right? It's very very important. So the girls comes first before what? So let's represent the girls by G, and then the boys by what? By B, right? So the girls by what? G, and then the boys by B. So this will be what? 55 is to what? 45. Is that okay? So you just need to break this thing down and have your answer down, right? So this is just a simple scenario concerning what? A ratio. So you can use a 5 to cancel out, right? So you can use a 5 to reduce everything down. So you should have like 11 is to 9. Is that okay? This is very. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the link for more views. If you have any question, make sure that you comment in the comment section below. Now I have a 3 solid questions here. Then make sure that you watch the video to the end to for you to have all the tricks concerning what ratio and proportion. Now here comes the second question. This question says that you have a 3 strong what businessmen, right? So you have the first business partner here, second, and the third. What is happening between them? And then we are told that they are sharing a profit of what? 11,000, right? So that was 11 million, right? So 11,000. So that's just a simple profit that after they've run their business, this is what they had, right? So I'll advise you that if you read one question, write what it means down before you proceed. Is that okay? So the profit shared here is what 1100 and then 00. Is that okay? Okay, now what follows? And then we also say the question says that Amos takes what 30% of the profit. Is that okay? So this is the total profit that they are sharing. So the Amos, right? So Amos. So this way there is Amos, right? So Amos or Amos part or Amos share, right? So Amos take what 30%. 30% means what 30 over 100. That's okay. 30% of what the total profit that they've gained. So they've gained what 1100 and then 00. So 30 over 100 multiplied by this one. Right? So this is what we are having. So Amos is taking what? This profit. Is that okay? Amos is taking that profit. Now what for this is very very simple and straightforward. Right? So just write everything step by step, systematically, then you arrive at what your final answer, whatever they're asking you to find. Okay, now what again? What follows? And then the next part of the question says that and the remaining or the remainder The remainder is shared between what Ben and what Kujo. Those are just a name, so you can use your own name. Of course, it's accepted. Okay, just for understanding purpose. But if you are solving for the exams question, go according to anything that has been given to you. Okay, now they say the remaining profit. What that tells you, this is the profit that these three guys are sharing. So they are sharing this profit. The first person takes this amount, right? If you take this amount, whatever is left is what the remaining two are sharing, right? So you need to know what the remainder is. So the remaining profit here will be 1100 and then 00 minus so 3300 and then 00, right? So 3,300,000. Is that okay? So if you subtract this guy from that one, you are going to have 7700 and then 00. Right? Very, very simple and straightforward. So this is what the remaining profit that the Ben and what Kujo are sharing. Is that okay? So this is just the remaining profit that they are sharing. How are they sharing it? So let's see how they are sharing it. So the question says that they are sharing this thing into the ratio of 4:3, right? So they are sharing the remaining profit of 7,700 and then 000 into the ratio of 4:3. Remember, respectively. Is that okay? Respectively. So arrangement matters. A Ben comes first before what Kujo. Is that okay? So if Ben is here, Kujo follows. So they are sharing this thing to 4:3. So meaning that this 4 here goes for Ben, and then 3 here goes for to to Kujo. Is that okay? Now, always make sure that you find the total ratio. So what will be the total? Just like in the case of the pizza, what will be the total ratio? The total ratio will be 4 plus 4 plus 3. That should be equal to 7, right? So 7. Now, the question says that how much did what Ben receive? Is that okay? So how much did Ben receive? So if you remember in the case of the pizza, how much did the girl or the boys or takes home, right? Is that okay? So Ben portion here or the part of the profit will be what? Ben is taking 4, right? Can you see? 4 out of the total ratio. Ben is taking 4. So 4 over 7, 4 divided by 7, multiplied by the remaining profit. Right? So this is 4 over 7 multiplied by the remaining profit. That should be what? 4,400 and then 00. So this is what Ben portion. Is that okay? Once again, if you are getting some value from this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment down below if you have any question. Now here comes another word problem on our ratio and what proportion. Make sure that you watch the video to the end for more details. With this type of question, you make sure that you read everything, right? You read everything at the end and then before you start solving. Because the question says that at the latter part of the question, we are told that one person is taking what an amount of 4,800 as what a profit, right? So what that person is taking this amount as a profit, and then we are asked to find the profit of the other guy, the second guy. Is that okay? So this is what we are told. And the question, from all the information that we had from the question, we are not given the total profit that they were sharing. So all that we are giving is that they made a contribution of 1500 as well as what 2500, right? So 2500. So this is the contribution that they have made. This is not the profit that they are sharing. This is the contribution they've made as what a capital, right? So this is the capital. But finally we are told that one person takes this thing as a profit. So we don't know the total profit that they are sharing. So in mathematics, if you don't know anything, we just use what a letter or any variable to represent that. So here, because of a profit, the initial letter here, P. So we are going to use what P here to represent the total profit that they are sharing, right? So let the total profit be what P. We can use any variable, of course, it's accepted. Okay, now, Kufo share as what managing director. So we are told that Kufo take a portion, right? 50% of the total profit as what a managing director. So one person is a managing director. Oh, that is a double work for you, right? So you need to receive some what a reward, right? Some income. Is that okay? Maybe some incentive to support yourself. So if you are being elected or appointed as a managing director, you are taking 50% out of the total profit. So if you want to calculate that 50%, that should be 15 over 100, right? Multiply by the total profit, right? Don't let this variable confuse you, right? This is just a number. Is that okay? Okay, if you multiply, because this is a variable, you just multiply the top to top, right? So 15 multiplied by this one, that should give a 15p divided by 100. Don't let this thing, don't, we are not giving this thing, so don't worry about this at all. Just move as it is. Okay, now what will be the remaining profit? Now remember, the remaining profit here will be what? If this is the total profit that they are sharing, right? So this is just the total profit that they are sharing. You are taking this portion as well. Your managing director share. So okay. So if you take this portion, what will be the remaining? So that should just give him what? A P minus what? Whatever you've taken. Right? So P minus what 15P divided by 100. Remember, this is a subtraction, right? And this is a fraction. So you need to find your LCM and then move on. So the LCM between this is being assumed to be over 1. Okay, should in case you don't know this is just assumed to be over 1. So LCM will be what? 100. So if you LCM, you know how to go about this. If you don't know how to, just comment down below, right? Just comment in the comment section. So the LCM will be what? 100 here, and then here we're going to this 100 multiplied by the top. That should be 100p. And then here will be 1, then multiply by that. If you have any question about this, make sure that you comment, right? So the answer to this one will be 85p divided by what? By 100. Is that okay? So this is the remaining profit that is left. Now let's go to the question again and see what they are asking us to do. Okay. Now they say the remaining profit, right? So the remaining profit is shared according to their ratio for contribution. Is that okay? That's very, very simple. Now let's have this diagram to demonstrate. Let's say this is the diagram. This is the total profit that we had after we ran the business, after we made this contribution, right? So after we made these two contributions, when we ran, this is the profit. Now we appoint one person to be what? Our managing director. Is that okay? So if you are managing, we are giving you this portion to be what? Your reward as well. Let's say this is just a reward or some incentive. So you take this portion as well. Your work done, being what? A managing director. So this will be the remaining portion, right? So this portion here will be the remaining portion. This is what is going to left. Is that okay? This everything here is what is going to left. So this is what we are going to share based on what our contributions, right? So whatever you've contributed, we are going to share the remaining profit after we deducted what your salary as what a managing director. So what will be the ratio? The ratio here is what 1500 into 2500, right? So 1500 into 2500. Okay, so 15 is to what? 25 or 00. So you need to reduce this. So you can use some 5,000 to reduce the two sides. Of course, you have to reduce this one to the simplest form, right? The smallest form whereby you cannot do anything about it. So if you use a 5,000, I think you are going to have 3 is to 5, right? Okay, now so that from here you can find the total ratio. That should be 3 plus 5. That should be equal to 8, right? So this is the total ratio that they are sharing. Is that okay? Now, if it is the total ratio that they are sharing, what do you think will be the Kufos, who is the managing director portion? Because we are told that the guy received an amount of 4800 as well, a salary, right? So this is what the guy received. Is that okay? 400 what as a salary. So if you receive that as a salary, remember at the beginning here we paid you 15p divided by 100 as a profit or a reward, being what? A managing director. So if you share these things as well, if you share after we've shared everything here, we have that your profit was what? 85p divided by 100. Is that okay? So these two people here, 85p, and then this is what the remaining profit that we guys are sharing, right? So this is the remaining profit that we are sharing. If you are sharing this remaining profit, and this is what you also receive as well, a managing director, right? So your profit as well, a managing director. We need to calculate your profit that you are taking here plus this one, right? So you need to take what the profit that you are taking here out of this and plus what your salary being what a managing director. That gives us what the total of what 4800. Is that okay? Initially, this is what you take, meaning that you are taking 2 shares out of what the total profit, right? So if Kufo's what share of what of the remaining. So you have to calculate the Kufuor share of the remaining. So Kufuor share will be, remember, arrangement matters here. So Kufuor or the managing director share will be what, 3 over what, 8 multiplied by the profit that what we are sharing. So this is what we are sharing, right? So this is what, because this is what remains. So we are going to share this, and that's what 85p divided by what? By 100, right? So this is just an amount, just like in the first example. This is what remains. So 3 divided by 8 multiplied by what remains, and then this is what we are going to have, what? 51p divided by what? 116. If you don't know how I had this thing, you can multiply this thing. You should know how to multiply this thing, top by top, and then now by that, and then you reduce it. Is that okay? Okay, very, very simple. Now this is what Kufo is taking, right? As what the remaining what profit. Okay, now we are told that the guy had a profit of 4800. So if you receive this thing as the managing director, and then this is the remaining profit, you have to combine the two. That should give us what 4800, right? So if you are going to combine the two together, because you are taking two portions, this is what as a managing director, and then this is the profit that you are gaining, right? After we've shared the remaining. Okay, now this should be equal to that. You should know how to manipulate this, and this is just what an addition, right? So an addition, what do you have to do? You find the SCM and then you multiply everything through. If you have any problem, make sure that you comment them. So the SCM of these two guys, just find out and multiply through what whichever way you want to solve this thing is accepted. So once you are arriving at what the same answer. Okay, so this is what I had. I had 240p and then plus what 510p, and then which is equal to 7680 and then 000. Right, so this is what I'm having after what I've solved this problem. Now you need to combine these two people, because why we combine? You have P, you have P here, and then you solve for a P. What exactly is the P? P is what the profit that you've gained after what we made a contribution as a capital to run that business. Okay, so let's solve for the P. Okay, so this is the value of what? Of the P, right? So if you combine these two people together, this and this one, you're going to have a 750 is equal to 7680 and then 00. We are looking for this P, so P is a profit that they are sharing, or the total profit. Okay, the total profit. So we are going to divide both sides by what? 750 and then divide here by 750. So you should have what? 10,240. Is that okay? So this 10,240 is what? Our total profit, right? So this is what? The total profit. Is that okay? So this will give us the total profit. Now remember, the question is asking there to find how much Yahoo receives. So Yahoo's profit. So they are the two people that they are running the business. Is that okay? So one person, remember, one person at the beginning or from the question, we are told that that person takes up 4800, right? So if one person receive, and then this is what the total profit, what do you think will be the amount of the second guy? Is that okay? One person takes this, and then this is the total profit. What do you think will be the amount? Write this thing and then give your answer in the comment section below for more details. If you have any question, don't forget to comment in the comment section. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video.